All right, well, it is an absolutely perfect day today in Florida. I can't get over it. I'm so surprised because normally by this time of year it is hot, it is humid. We have our mostly hot and humid days, but today is a rarity. We got crystal clear blue skies. It's about 70 degrees. Got a nice breeze. Oh, it's so good. This is that type of weather where you can't be in a bad mood. So anyway, me and Ben are both loaded up and ready to head to the track. So we're gonna be headed out here in about an hour. We've got a drift event this evening. Adam's supposed to be coming and bringing the S13, which I'm really excited about because he runs 265 sticky tires. I've got a pair of 225 sticky tires. I want to see how the Miata compares speed-wise and grip-wise to his car, you know, with 225s, which is what I plan to run all the time, versus 265. So should be a really interesting comparison. Really excited to see how the car keeps up with another really fast car and all that stuff. So Christy's coming, which is nice. She hasn't been doing an event in a bit. All in all, should be fun. Beautiful day. Lots of cool stuff going on. I am hyped for tonight. I'm hyped to drive. Let's get to it. All right, we made it to OSW. Trailer looks so snazzy with the blue floors and the cabinets. We got my snack cabinet. These are supposed to be in there. Really happy with how the trailer turned out. It's nice too because I have a place to vlog where I'm not in full public view. There's still people looking at me. Still people looking at me. Anyway, yeah, waiting on Adam to get here so we can drive. He's gonna just drive his car here. But other than that, just hanging out, enjoying this beautiful weather and some drifting. Can't beat it, honestly. Cannot beat the weather we've had lately. All right, well, unfortunately, Adam is not driving because his diff blew up on the way to the track. So we are gonna drive with Ben. I swapped from the 225s that I had to 195s because that's what Ben's running, 195 stickies. Because right now, so 225s are great. Finally found 225s that are affordable, which makes like this car much more feasible with decent amounts of power because you can get an affordable grippy tire. However, they're like sold out everywhere. I cannot find them. So, because of that, we're running 195s because I couldn't even find 225s. Oh, it's backwards. Did you get it? Oh, you got it. You're good. I don't know what you did, man.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, turn that. Now turn it. Just trying to get my oil temps above 120.
It's so low now.
Oh, yeah. Right? That was such a sloppy run because I was trying to see how the steering felt. Isn't it so crazy compared to the Z? Like the Z's struggling and this thing's just like a rocket ship. It actually freaking works. That's amazing. It's so much better now. Oh my God. Working steering is amazing. Oh. That was weird.
What happened?
My car like started breaking up. I might have to switch my tunes. This might be a bad tune. I'm gonna have to try to change the tune file. Okay guys, so the problem was just my intake air temp sensor. I haven't replaced the pigtail yet, and the wires came out of it. So the intake air temp was reading negative 38 degrees. So it was like super richening it up or something. That felt good. Yeah, it's fixed now. Because when we come into that first turn, it would, like, I'd be full throttle and it would just be like, eh, and like basically straighten out.
Yeah. Feel that part.
You're smoking, rear driver.
Already?
Yep. I thought your car was on fire. I was like, I mean, it's...
Is it just the outside?
No, it's the middle.
That's crazy. It goes through these tires a lot faster than the other ones. Like same brand, same everything, just smaller versus bigger. These tires are donezo. Be careful, my tires are done. But I'll do another lead. I'll do another lead. It's crazy. This car has already like normally with drift cars, like it takes me forever to like trust them. In this car, I'm already like forget to check the gauges because it like never overheats. It's fine. So I was like, oh, I haven't even looked at what the temp was like this whole time.
Your bumper straight up rides the ground the entire time.
Yeah. 195s. Yeah.
YouTubers.
That's with 195s. I have 225s and they're like, it's way faster. I'm surprised how fast those died. The 225s lasted me a whole session, no problem.
This thing squats so hard.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
I love it, dude.
Because the car's so small and then it like straight up just looks like it's going to take off and do a wheelie.
Yeah. That just always feels so cool. Like putting it in freaking fourth gear and just... Rah! Oh, love it! I'm so happy the steering works. Like it self-steers now. It drives like it should. Like I can... it's like I can drive so much more aggressively now. Like I can actually be on throttle. when I transition and like, oh, it's a million times better. And these gloves are pretty tight. I like them. They feel nice. I feel very fancy. Look at that, 184. It's the hottest we've gotten. To put it in perspective, this car, when it was the first time it was turbo, it would get up to like 240 after 2 runs.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's 180 after however many we just did. These tires didn't last very long though. That sucks. So much. God, it's so amazing. It feels so good. I'm like riding the wall. I've never ridden that high on the wall before. Can I go again? Oh God. Something broke. I think my dry sump belt fell off, which means I had no oil pressure.
Are you kidding me?
No. But I turned it off pretty quick, so we might be okay. Shouldn't have done one more. All right, well, that did not go as planned. Yeah, rough day. So tune I changed to has like a 400 RPM drop in the red line, and that was pretty aggressive. And when I was drifting on the bank, I was like, man, this just feels really aggressive. I was like, I'm gonna do one more run. So I went up for the one more run. It was on a limiter. I lost power steering, and I was like, okay, I lost power steering. Something happened, either like I blew a line, or I'm out of fluid, or the belt flew off. And as soon as I kind of thought, oh, the belt flew off, I thought dry sump belt. I looked at the pressure, cut it off, killed it. So I was kind of freaking out because I'm like, man, if the dry sump belt came off first, then that means that we lost pressure mid-bank, which means engine's got to be toast. I'm gonna push this thing out into the shop, and I'll get the hood open and show you guys kind of what the damage is and how I think it happened. So first we got to get it out of here. This is like the walk of shame, pushing your car out of the trailer right into your shop because it's broken. Walk of shame. So I was pretty worried because I just saw there was no oil pressure. I shut it off. I wasn't sure when no oil pressure happened. I didn't know if the dry sump belt slung and then that slung the serpentine belt or what happened. So luckily, after watching the footage, you can see that the serpentine belt slings. I lose power steering. I cruise pretty much down to the other end of the oval, and like right after it drops oil pressure is when I dawned on me like, oh, belt flew off. What about the dry sump belt? And I noticed there's no oil pressure. So luckily it was only running for like 2 seconds, no load. So the bearings and the internal stuff should be completely fine. So that's good. That's very lucky. So what I think happened is the serpentine belt slung, started flying around. There's nowhere for it to go because of how close the crank pulley is to the fan. So I think it started flying around in there. It knocked the dry sump belt off because when I opened the hood in the pits, this thing was just kind of hanging out down there. And the serpentine belt was wrapped up around the cog for the dry sump belt. Pulled the serpentine belt off. I went to put the dry sump belt back on so I could just start it up, make sure everything was good. And the belt was super loose. And then I noticed, oh, the pump is crooked. It's like pointing this way. Should be straight. It's like crooked over by about 2 inches at the back. So then I realized, oh, somehow the block cracked where it bolts to it, and it's twisted over this way. So what I think happened is when that serpentine belt was slinging around, it caught the other side of that dry sump pulley gear and snatched it over and cracked the block. So that's pretty much the main damage from this issue. Just the block being cracked and the mounting point for the dry sump pump being compromised. So what we're gonna need to do, most likely drop the engine out and try to weld the block back up, get the pump mounted correctly again. So that's gonna be a project for another video. It's a bummer, but these things happen, and luckily, you know, we were able to catch it before there was, you know, hopefully any engine damage or anything like that. It definitely could have been a lot worse. So in the grand scheme of things, I'm pretty happy. It's not a huge deal. You know, the biggest, most annoying part of pulling the engine before was the steering shaft, and now we've got that resolved to where it's easy to get the steering shaft on and off. So, you know, dropping the engine out, not a huge deal. We shouldn't even have to take it off the subframe. Should be able to just drop it down, work on it, put it back in the car. So I'm hoping to get it done in a day or two, assuming I don't need to wait any extended period of time for like a new dry sump belt or anything like that, but we will see. That is for another video. I will see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Like this video if you want to see this thing back up and running. If cards could be cursed, this car was cursed. Okay, thanks for watching. Goodbye.